What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? So look, this is my little quick reaction to the last two cast members of Chasing Dallas. I got behind with the holidays and all that good stuff, but I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys George. George, we meet him. George is from Shreveport, Louisiana. Now, he said in the video that he has multiple streams of income. He's a hustler. He's a go-getter. But they showed a couple of scenes. It looks like maybe he's a funeral director or something dealing with funeral homes. And if I'm wrong, I apologize, George. That is no shade in any way, shape, or form. It just looks like that's what they were showing us little snippets of. And again, there's no... And if that's what you do, is no shade. I just couldn't tell. But he did say that he's a hustler and he has multiple streams of income. So if he does, and I'm sure it sounds like he has a few things going on, which, look, Warren Buffett already said that y'all better get on, y'all better get into it. That Warren Buffett said y'all better have 4 to 5 streams of income. Don't you be relying on no one paycheck. But anyway, that's another conversation for another day. So we find out that George used to be a little bit of a hothead, it sounds like. He said that, he used to be quick with the temper. He'd cuss you out, tell you about yourself. He said that, when he first moved to Dallas, might not have had the best reputation. Matter of fact, he even apologized to some folk in the video. Said, look, I might owe you an apology. I can respect that. We all were young, dumb, you know what I'm saying? And he said that he came from a middle-class house with both mom and father in the home. He did not come out while he was living in Shreveport because he said that just wasn't the environment where he wanted to come out to his family. So he moved to Dallas. And the day after he packed up his house, packed his stuff, moved out of the house and moved down to Dallas, he told his parents. He said he expected to get the pushback from his dad, but his mom was actually the one that gave him the pushback. He said his dad was like, look, you still my son. Be careful out there. It's a rough world, but I love you. And his mother was kind of the one that really, really had a hard time adjusting. He said that they didn't even speak for a couple of months. But what I'm glad is that he said months, not years, and that they seem to have gotten back on track. So, He said he comes from the church, and I'm sure that has something to do with it. He's the only boy. I think he said he has either 3 or 4 sisters, and he's the only boy. So he probably spoiled, honey. He's spoiled. Now, when they asked him about himself, he said, what do you bring to the show? Baby boy said he bring class. He said he smelled good. Now, I don't know. I did not know that was a quality that we needed to point out, because I feel like everybody should smell good. Now, I don't know, some smell, others, we do know that some people smell better than others. But anyway, he ain't laugh, so I think he meant what he said about him bringing class to the show, honey. He ain't laugh. But George is a cutie. Let me tell you something. George is a little bit of a cutie now. And he said that he doesn't think he's God's gift to men, but he does think that he is a gift to men. And let me tell you something. I am here for it, because I think everybody should feel that way about themselves. Like, you might not be God's gift to somebody, but you a gift to somebody. And I'm here for that. So I'm going to say, again, I told you guys that I've been trying to reserve my opinions until I see how these folk act in the show and how they interact with the different folk on the show, because y'all know I got my phase from last season, honey. And if any of these people coming for anybody's throat, I'm gonna have to give it to them. Nah, I'm just playing. I'm gonna try to be unbiased, but I'm getting some good impression. I feel like I'm getting a good impression from George. I feel like George is no nonsense. I feel like George knows who he is. He knows his worth. He's not going to downplay his worth or downplay who he is to make somebody else feel special. But I also feel like he's humble enough to know that the world doesn't have to revolve around him. So we'll see. I could be wrong, but we'll see. So that's how we feel up. That's George, you guys. And let me know what y'all think. Peace.